Right to the air is Jackson.
And incomplete to open things up.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. On the move past the 40.
And he'll be taken down at the 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now Lamar changing the play.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete.
He's got the first down and more than that.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force their early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And that flag accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Lamar changing the look.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And now an audible here into something else.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson now.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 28-yard line.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try.
They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, McKinnon again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Jackson on first down.
Pass complete on the out route to Beckham.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And Jackson throwing once more. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
final shot before the half for Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-0.
Ravens nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Hey, middle. 13. You change it.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Dobbins on the slant route. Room past the 35. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 36 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Tucker with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 18-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. A give right side for Pacheco. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Pacheco headed right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll run again. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll accept that penalty.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it.